Let me tell you about Carolyn, because if you're dealing with gut issues right now, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, food reactions, supplements that used to work and now don't, this is probably going to feel uncomfortably familiar. And I don't mean a little off. I mean the kind of gut issue that controls your life, where you can't go anywhere without thinking about a bathroom, where eating feels like a risk to you, where every single day you wake up and wonder, is today going to be a good day or a bad day again? Because that was her reality. And here's what should get your attention. She wasn't doing nothing. She was trying. She was doing the things people tell you to do, and she was still stuck. And what we found in her body is probably not what you think it is. And I'm going to walk you through exactly what was actually causing it. And this is where people get stuck. Here's the crazy part. Carolyn was doing a lot of these right things, and they were actually making her worse. I'll show you exactly why in a second. You start simple. Okay, I just need to fix my gut. So you clean up your diet. Then you clean it up more. Then suddenly you're eating like 5 foods, and somehow you still feel worse. Then you try probiotics. Maybe it helps a little, then it stops. Then you try enzymes, the same thing happens. Then you try a detox, and now you feel terrible. And now you're sitting there thinking, what's wrong with me? Why is nothing working? Why do I react to absolutely everything? And this is the part nobody tells you. When things stop working, that is not random. When your body reacts to everything, that is not random. When you get a little better and then crash again, that is not random. That pattern is telling you something. You're just not being taught how to read it. And in a minute, I'm going to show you the exact numbers from her case and why most people completely misread what they mean. Because what does a health space do? They guess, just guess. Try this, try that, cut gluten, go carnivore, go vegan, take probiotics, kill candida, do a cleanse. Throw something at the body and hope it sticks. That's the strategy. And I'm going to say this bluntly. That's exactly why people stay stuck for years, because nobody's actually figuring out what's going on. They're just cycling ideas. And every time something doesn't work, you think the problem's you and not the approach. So let's fix that, because everyone is asking the wrong question. What do I take for my gut? What diet fixes this? What supplement helps diarrhea or bloating? The wrong question, the wrong question. Because when you ask the wrong question, you can do everything right and still not get better. And that's exactly what was happening to her. The real question is, why is my body unable to maintain normal gut function in the first place? Because your gut is not failing for no reason. It's simply responding. And until you understand what it's responding to, you will keep chasing symptoms pretty much forever. Let me slow this down so it actually lands for you. Your gut is not the problem. Your gut is where the problem is showing up. That's a completely different thing. You don't have a digestion issue. You have a system that is overwhelmed, and digestion is where it's breaking down. You don't have random food sensitivities. You have a body that lost its ability to tolerate that because it's dealing with so much. You don't have bad luck with supplements. You have a system that cannot process what you're giving it. And if you don't understand that, you will keep spinning through diet to supplements, detox, crash, repeat over and over and over. Now let's look at Carolyn, because this is where it becomes very real. When we actually evaluated her, we didn't guess. We saw layers, multiple layers, not one issue. She had tick-borne infections and co-infections. She had parasites, including larvae, eggs, biofilm layers. She had high heavy metals, high chemical toxins. She had several viral issues. She had an immune system dysregulation, food sensitivities, nervous system stress pattern. And if you're hearing that thinking, okay, but which one of those is the problem? That's exactly the mistake, because this is where people misinterpret it. They hear that list and go, okay, which one is causing the gut issue? And the answer is all of them together, all at the same time. Now I'm going to show you what we actually found in her body, and this is where most people get it completely backwards. Let's get very specific. Her digestive function score was 30 out of 1,000. That's basically the body saying, I do not have the capacity to digest food right now. Her bowel motility was a 5 out of 1,000. 5. That means her body could barely move waste out. So what happens? Everything backs up. Toxins recirculate. Pathogens will thrive. Inflammation builds. And guess where you feel it? Your gut. Energy was almost non-existent. ATP production near the bottom. Mitochondrial function struggling. So now the body doesn't even have the energy to heal. And people are trying to heal the gut with a body that doesn't even have the energy to run basic processes. Her drainage was blocked, lymph flow was low, detox pathways struggling. So even if you try to kill something, even if you try to detox, the body cannot clear it. So you feel worse. This is exactly why detox makes people worse, right here. And let me make this very real, because this wasn't mild, because what I'm about to tell you is where most people realize they've been looking at this completely wrong. Carolyn was having diarrhea 12 times a day. She couldn't leave her house. Her entire life revolved around a bathroom. That's not just uncomfortable, that's life controlling. Now watch this, because this is where people start to realize what's actually happening. Within 1 week, not months, not eventually, it was 1 week, she went from 12 times a day to 3 times a day. And no, it wasn't because we found the perfect probiotic. I want you to hear this clearly. We did not heal her gut in a week. That's not what happened. We reduced pressure on the system. We supported the first things first. We stopped overwhelming the body, and when the body stabilized, the gut started to calm down. This is the part nobody tells you. The body is not slow. The body is blocked. There's a difference. When you remove the interference, things can shift fast, but if you keep working against the system, you'll stay stuck. So what did we actually do? We didn't chase symptoms. We followed a sequence. Nervous system first, because if the body is in stress, nothing works correctly. Then drainage. Always, because if the body cannot clear, you do not push deeper. Then we address layers and orders, not everything at once. That's another huge mistake. People try to kill everything at once and crash themselves. As her system stabilized, everything started shifting. Her ability to start to heal improved, digestive function responded dramatically, endocrine improved, energy improved, motility improved. And again, we didn't fix the gut. We fixed the condition the gut was living in. And this right here is the difference between people who stay stuck for years and people who start finally moving forward. So here's the truth. If you are still trying to fix your gut directly, you're probably chasing the wrong problem, and that's why you feel stuck. That's why things stop working. That's why you keep starting over, because you're treating the symptom instead of asking why that symptom exists. And if you're still trying to figure this out on your own, this is exactly where people lose months and sometimes even years. If you're listening to this and thinking, this is exactly what's happening to me, then you need to stop guessing. Seriously, stop guessing. Because you're not going to figure this out by trial and error. There are too many layers, too many interactions, too many things happening all at the same time. That's exactly why I built my What's Wrong with My Body forensic level evaluation. This is not surface level. This is not guessing. This is a structured breakdown of what is actually blocking your body from healing in the right order. So you can stop wasting time, stop wasting money, and actually move forward. The link is below. Go look at it and listen. If you're tired of guessing and you're tired of trying things that don't work, if you're tired of feeling like your body doesn't make any sense, subscribe. Because I'm going to keep breaking this down in a way that actually makes sense so you can stop spinning and finally start seeing progress.